Your will, your will. Yes, your will. Yes, your. Thank you, y'all. Thank you, y'all. Thank you, y'all. Yeah. Yes, your will. Oh, nobody but you. Nobody but you. Nobody but you.
Hallelujah. Wonderful prayer.
Yeah.
Blessed to be among wonderful people this young, this day. Blessed to see another day.
Amen.
Blessed to see another day. Blessed to be in the house of prayer.
Amen.
Blessed to be in the house of prayer. The Bible begins to disperse his true identity.
Amen. Amen.
Psalm 68 and verse 4. In Psalm 68, verse 4, y'all leave the remnant of his identity through his name. And it says, sing unto y'all, sing praises to his name.
Yeah.
Extol him that rideth upon the heavens by his name, Yah.
Amen.
By his name, Yah. And rejoice before him.
Yeah.
And the Bible begins to disclose and says, give glory unto Yah.
Yeah.
In the Hebrew, it is saying that we are to confess our sins and our wrongdoings. That is how we pay homage unto Yah through kavod in the Hebrew. Today we will be leaving Egypt, Mitzrayim, the Red Sea within a man. There is a Red Sea within humanity. Many people, when they begin to read the Bible and the scriptures, because they have been taught by man, man can only teach you through a carnal life. But when we begin to understand that the parting of the Red Sea, it is a allegory, it is a teaching of the dividing of the spirit and the flesh. Yes, the Red Sea, it is to separate what we have mingled. We have mingled flesh with the spirit of Yah. For the Bible says that the flesh is contrary to the spirit and the spirit unto the flesh. So if you would allow Yah to demonstrate a spiritual walk through his word, through the mind of Yah, would you please turn with me to the book of Exodus, Shemot 14 and 1. And Yah spoken to Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel that they turn and encamp before Pi-hahiroth, between Migdol, and the sea over against Baal-Zephon. Before it shall you encamp by the sea. Through the corner eye you will see a man leading a people. But we must understand that Yah had them face Baal-Zephon, which was a mountain. And it was a mountain that was said to possess the spirit of Baal-Zephon. It was where his power and his authority lies. And he was also to be a maritime deity over the ocean and over the storms. So as Yah begins to defeat a few of the last enemies coming out of bondage. See, Egypt is it represents bondage. It represents coming through bondage. So Yah had them to face what they had served. And many of us have served some things in our lives that many are ashamed of. And many have served some things in their lives. Don't know how they came by way of those things. But indeed it left them still in bondage. And when they were in this bondage, I have to expound on Baal-Zephon. The thing that we have attached, allowed to attach itself to us, it begins to represent, it begins to go forth with a type of power and a type of authority to hold us as if it had laid claim upon us and it had laid claim on us. So Yah has them turn their back to the Red Sea. And he had them face something that they had been serving during the course of their 430 odd years in slavery. Sin is slavery. Iniquity is slavery. Sin, flesh is a fugitive. Flesh is on the run from the authority and the power of Yah. But the flesh has only one resting place. And that is to be brought to justice by the Torah, by the word of Yah. It is to be brought, and it is to be chained, and it is to be bound. And it is to be put up under your feet. And you are supposed to bruise the head of that thing. That thing that thought that it would come for you. But you're really coming for it. See, a lot of us don't understand when you begin to pray that you begin to initiate the action. When you begin to pray, you begin to move in an authority. You begin to move in a power that begins to test the fabric and the limitations of your mind. It begins to increase your capacity. The things that you have faced, these are things that were needed in your life to build character. We begin to grow in pain. And when we begin not to turn back to what seems that we are powerless against, but we continue to move to the beat of the drum of our Heavenly Father. We seek power from on high. We lay prostrate. We lay upon, we get on our knees. We stand to our feet. We lay in the fetal position. We cry all night, but yes, weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. I come to let somebody know today that joy is here. That joy is upon you. If you can just take all your failures and just put them into one big ball and take those failures and don't be afraid of your failures and don't be ashamed of your failures, but you take that ball of failures and you throw it against the wall and you begin to pick up the pieces, and that's how you get your success. Because you have already made the necessary mistakes You have already made the necessary transgressions, but you're still standing and you're still breathing. So you begin to move in the joy of Yah. Because Yah has not forsaken you. And he has not left you. Even in the midst of your darkest hour, even in the deepest pit. Because when you begin to look, there's only one way out the pit. And that's up. You begin to throw temper tantrums in the pit. You begin to build a coffin. You begin to build your own grave. But when you get in the pit and you begin to look up, and you begin to look up unto the hill from which your help comes from. Oh, Yahweh, 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 Yahweh. Oh, glory. See, your thoughts is trying to creep upon you like a serpent. It's trying to make you feel bad about your transgressions and the thing that you've done yesterday. Yesterday. But I come to talk a little bit about your past. Because see, your past don't belong to you. Your past is what our Heavenly Father has ordained for you. Oh, yeah. See, they teach you in school that your past is something that's behind you, but your past is in front of you. You know, you always say things like already done. Well, if it's already done, that means it's in your past. Oh, y'all ain't hearing what I'm saying. Yahweh began to say in Exodus, he began to say that I send an angel before thee to keep thee in the way. Oh, y'all ain't hearing what I'm saying today. See, I'm talking about a miracle. I'm talking about the wonderful works of Yah. See, everybody want to see the sea part, but the sea had the part in me first. There had to be a separation between ego and flesh in the Ruach HaKadosh.
Amen. Hey, yes, sir.
Listen to the book. Listen to the book. So as they look at what they once served and what they once thought was their el, what they once thought was their source of power. And we all know that you've been in some relationships in your life where you should have let go the first day that you got in them. But it was hard for you to let go of what you thought love was or what you thought it should be. Because a lot of us have placed our loyalty in the wrong places. We place our loyalty and we place our ride or die spirits in the wrong hands. And sometimes it takes a struggle. Sometimes it takes a giant so that you can be deemed a giant slayer. See, Goliath didn't need David. He didn't need David. David needed Goliath. Sometimes you need something in your life just a little bigger than what you can handle and than what you can apprehend. Because then this begins to bring you to some places that you never knew about. Allows you to begin to understand and comprehend the spirit realm. What is the spirit and where my strength comes from? And when you look back on yesterday, that's your mess. But when you begin to look into your past, that's what Yahweh preordained for you. That's what Yah has preordained. Yahweh has preordained some things for mankind, and those things are difficult to really understand, understand, because we think that we should just walk into something with no battle, with no fight. I know sometimes you get tired of fighting for everything. You get tired of scratching for everything, but Yah has to keep you honest. He has to keep you honest. He has to keep you on your toes. Listen to verse 3. The Bible says, for Pharaoh will say of the children of Israel, they are entangled in the land. And see, that thing that had you bound up, it think it's got you entangled. It think it has the power, and it think it has the authority over you. Now see, this is an ordination. This is ordained. It's not ordained to destroy you. It's ordained to push and to press that you may begin to release the thing that is most precious in you. Y'all ain't hear me. Power and authority of Yahweh. See, faith can only be on display in the time of trouble. Well, there's no faith when everything is going my way. There's no faith when all my bills are met. There's no faith in that. The faith is when I have to trust. When I have to trust that Yah is my strength. That Yah is my provider. That He is the one who saves. No glory. The thing thought it had me entangled in the land. It thought it had me wrapped up in the land. See, not that land out there. It came for me in this land. And then when I'm entangled in this land, and I begin to walk as a zombie in that land. I begin to use perversities, and I begin to curse and begin to fornicate, begin to drink. I begin to be a whoremonger. I begin to seek out whore. I begin to seek out all the things of the God, of the Goyim, all the things of the nation. I begin to seek out all the things of the seed of the people. That's why y'all is allowing you to march right up through the praise of the land. Through the praise of the land. Because you must conquer, because you are more than a conqueror. Oh, it is not that to be more than a conqueror is some type of badge of honor. It takes a lot to be more than a conqueror. Because every day you got to wake up and be more than a conqueror.
Thank you. Thank you.
Listen to the book.
Thank you.
He said that they will be entangled in the land. The wilderness has shut them in. Your flesh is dependent that the wilderness will shut you in, that you will get entangled, that your mind will begin to be plagued with cartwheels and uncertainties. But I come to let you know today, trust the process. Trust the process. Begin to walk this word out. Because you shall be deceived if you are only a hearer of the word, but not a doer of the word, because you have deceived yourself. It doesn't take the pen of the scribe to deceive you. You are deceived when you begin to form your own circumstance. You begin to form your own outcomes. Instead of just simply listening to the book. Yes, sir. Listening to Yah. Yeah. Give Yah your ear today. Yes. Listen to the book. Listen to the book. The Bible says in verse 4, and I will harden Pharaoh's heart. See, that's an ordination. Yes. Come on. You ever felt like your prayers weren't being heard? You ever felt like that thing that had you felt like you were just going to lose your mind? Oh, you begged and you pleaded in that fetal position. Oh, you cried till you got a headache. Oh, you begged, oh, you pleaded. But the reason why y'all didn't show up, because y'all saw you 6 years from that point. You couldn't see 6 years down the road that you would have overcome everything that had came for you. You couldn't see yourself 16 years later being clean. You could see yourself 16 years where you had turned your back on everything that you knew, everything that you had picked up. You couldn't see that. So y'all say, listen, weeping, man, do it for a night. But joy, 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 joy. Joy, 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 joy. It cometh in the morning. It cometh in the morning. See, people don't know the works of these things. See, he said, weeping may be endured for a night because you feel as though that you are in the dark. You feel as though that you are all alone. You feel like you don't have no power. You feel like you don't have no authority over nothing. But y'all say, I promise you, joy comes in the morning. You got to understand these things. See, you got to stick to the task because Yah is perpetual. Yah has perpetual laws. He has perpetual things. And the perpetual things of Yah, they don't care if you're saved. They don't care if you're Christian. They don't care if you're Hebrew. They don't care if you're agnostic. They are perpetual laws. You give, you shall receive. You do unto others as you want others to do unto you. Y'all got to hear me. There are perpetual laws and there are perpetual decrees. Children, obey your parents. These things, and by obeying your parents, you shall add years unto your life. Add years unto your life. Listen to the book. And say, I was hard in Pharaoh's heart. But why? Why were you hard in Pharaoh's heart? Because you are precious unto me. I must begin to condition you for my positioning. People want position without conditioning. You must go to be through a conditioning. If you want to be a world-class sprinter, you have to train. If you want to run a 26K marathon, you're not going to walk out there and run a 26K marathon without training. I don't understand why people are lazy in the spirit realm. They are lazy in the realm of prayer, but they want everything in the carnal. They want everything to go their way. But if you're lazy in the spirit, if you're lazy in the spirit, it'll begin to show. It'll begin to manifest. Y'all say, be not like the slugger. Y'all say, look at the ant. Watch that little ant. Watch how that ant build a mound. Watch how that ant protect. That little ant. Watch it. Watch how he builds. Watch his integrity. Watch his loyalty. He only knows how to do one thing. The ant don't know how to go get drunk. The ant don't know how to go get high. The ant don't know those things.
No, he don't.
The Bible says that the ox knows his own. But my children know me not.
All right.
That's right.
Listen to this book. He says that he shall flow after them, follow after them. And I will be honored upon Pharaoh and upon all his hosts, that the Egyptians may know that I am Yah. That's why the thing that have had you and the thing that may still pursue you. Yah says, look, you will know that I am Yah, and they did so. I know for surety and a certainty who Yah is in my life. Because I never folded. I never buckled. There's people in this room never folded, never buckled. That's why you're in this room. My wife never buckled. Sister Jerry D didn't buckle. Ella didn't buckle.
Thank you, Yahweh. Thank you, Father.
They stayed to the task. They stayed to the path. They didn't take their life. They didn't commit suicide. They stayed to the path. Whether they knew it or not, they were trusting the process. They were trusting Yah. And it's amazing when you get in a place where you have to trust Yah, hatred cannot dwell. Hatred does not have a place. When you begin to be pressed and you begin to go through, it's amazing how you begin to release everything. Everything that's not of Yah. Hatred can't go into the holies of holies. Hatred can't go when you go to pray. Hatred can't go when you go in the spirit. Lust can't go when you go in the spirit. That's why a lot of people can't go in the spirit, because they have allowed that thing. You know the thing. They have allowed that thing to ground them, to hinder them. So they look for the show. They look for something to lift them up. They're looking for a word to lift them up. Lift ye up yourself through obedience to this word. When you begin to obey the word begins to elevate you. The word begins to lift you on high. I want to tell you how people start saying, you done changed. Oh, you think you all that? Yeah. Keep talking. What you say? I changed? Come on, talk to me, nigga. Come on. I changed. I think I'm all that. Oh yeah, it's working. So see, that's what I was working for the whole time. I was working to be changed. Yeah. And I was working to be all that. Instead of a pile of dung, you prefer me to be in a pile of dung, a pile of feces, than for me to be changed and for me to be lifted up. Listen, this is allowed that you will seek Yah. The thing that once had you in bondage will pursue you. It will pursue you. I come to let you know. Y'all come to let you know. It will pursue you. You know why that thing gonna pursue you? It comes to pursue you. First of all, to let you know what you're capable of. Second of all, to let you know what you're made of. And to let you know whose you are and who you serve. Oh yeah. It has to come and make sure that you understand that death and life is in the power of the tongue. And this ain't no game. This not no game. This is real life. If this, what you say life is, this real life. It don't get no realer than this. These children are watching you. They watch you more when you leave the house of prayer. They're watching everything that come out your mouth. They listening. They watching. Oh, don't think they ain't watching, because all closed eyes ain't sleep. All closed mouths don't mean they ain't got nothing to say. I give my children permission to speak. Speak on it. Speak on it, Queen. Speak on it, King. Speak. What is it? Well, you taught me this, and you told me this. Yeah, well, I just show you what the book says. That's right. So, am I in the book? I need them to keep me in the book. See, I ain't the dad that be talking about, oh, you can't tell. No. I raised them a certain way. Because I need their instruction just as much as they need my instruction. I need your instruction, King. I need your instruction. I need your presence in my life. Sometimes you need a presence in your life to keep you on the right path.
You better say it.
It ain't that I'm strong. It's that I know I got a lot of people counting on me. And I know I got y'all counting on me. Yes, and I come through Egypt. I walked up through the brave of the wilderness, of the jungles of Duval County. And when I look back on Duval County, I said, when I look back, I said, y'all, do I have your permission? And do I have your strength to give them a word? And the word that I give is this. It's simple. Be the example. That's the first word that I ever gave my children, was to be an example unto them. Before I opened my mouth, before I said anything in my mouth, I had to be what I was going to say. I had to have a moral obligation to everything that come out of my mouth, so that my children can say my daddy is a liar. You think because that's your grandchild, you think that's because that's your child, that you can do any and everything? No, I can't, because they watching me. That's the next generation. I got blood on my hands. I got blood on my hands if I defile these children.
Amen.
Y'all ain't understanding. Y'all got blood on your hands by defiling these innocent children. By doing any and everything in front of your children, you got blood on your hands. Shoes on their feet, clothes on their back is not part of the deal. That's not part of the deal. They didn't ask to be here. But you got to train, you got to raise a child in the way that a child should go. And how you raise a child is you become an example. That's what you have to be. You got to become an example. You got blood on your hands. Wash ye, make ye clean.
Yes.
Now come, let us reason together.
Yes.
Though your sin be as red as scarlet.
Yes.
Y'all say, look, I'll clean you up and I'll make you as white as snow.
Yes. Yes. Hallelujah.
Listen to the book.
Yes.
And it was told the king of Egypt that the people fled. And the heart of Pharaoh and his servants was turned against the people. And they said, why have we done this? That we have let Israel go from serving us. Because you didn't have any power and you didn't have any authority to keep them anyhow. You didn't have anything to keep them. That's like now I see men and women that are free, but they still are in bondage mentally. They wear mental chains now. Mental chains. The chains have come off. The shackles have come off their hands and come off their feet. And the yokes have come from around their necks. And now they are mentally enslaved. And when you are mentally enslaved, you think the alcohol got a hold on you. You think the drugs got power on you. I come to let you know today that alcohol and the drugs and whatever it is that you're struggling with today, it don't have no power. It don't have no authority. When you begin to find a way, oh, you got to dig down deeper. You got to dig down to a place that you didn't know was in you. You got to tap into your reserve. You know what I call the reserve? I call it already all right. I call it already all right. I don't care what it look like. I don't care what it seems like. I don't care what they saying about me. I just say, oh, I got to tap into that reserve. It's already all right.
Go ahead on. You may.
It's already all right.
Yes.
Y'all see? But sometimes you got to look in the mirror and you got to tell that observer in the mirror, you got to say, but yeah. The Bible says a man looked into a glass of water and he straightway, as soon as he turned around from the water, he looking in the mirror, he think he's something, but as soon as he turns back to the water, he forget what manner of man he is. Don't forget what manner of woman. Don't forget what manner of man. Don't forget what you've been through. Don't forget what you come through.
Yes. Yes.
You take those things and you begin to be that conqueror daily. You take those defeats and you take those failures and you put them into a ball and you throw them up against the wall and there you have success. You're choosing to continue to tread upon the same treachery. I'm not going to let nobody tell me that it's all right while I'm in the midst of my sin.
Come on.
You can't tell me it's all right.
No.
You can't tell me I'm covered in the blood.
No.
The blood don't cover sinners.
Amen.
You think it do?
No.
I promise you it don't. When they was in Egypt, what y'all told them? You say you put that blood on the door. And if they go outside that door, It's just a stay of execution. It's a stay of execution. Don't let nobody fool you. It's a stay of execution. Don't you let nobody fool you. They would have went outside that door, and they would have been the firstborn. They would have dropped dead. Dropped dead. It wasn't because they was Hebrews. It wasn't because they was righteous. It was because of the instructions that they had to follow. See, don't follow these instructions. Don't follow this Torah. Don't follow these first 5 books. Let me help y'all with something.
Go ahead on.
These first 5 books in the Bible, they were given to you to protect you and to protect your children. The same way as the laws of this land are supposed to protect you. And then this for free. The first 5 books, they for lawbreakers. They're not for those who are law-abiding. So if you need some kind of comfort outside of being lawless and a lawbreaker, I'm not the one to give it to you. I can only give you the word. I can only start with the first 5 books. I can't jump to the back of the book. Who ever started reading a book in the back? But I see people take this book and then they take Paul's writings and they begin to trump the son's writings. I would challenge anybody to go read only what's in red. In no way ever how would he say that the law is done away with.
Go ahead on.
No way, no how.
That's right.
See, you've been taught unmerited grace.
Go ahead on, Pastor.
You have not been taught what grace is.
Yes. Go ahead on.
You holler grace.
Yes.
Paul said, shall we say?
Go ahead on, Pastor. Teach. Yes.
Shall we say?
Teach.
He said, y'all forbid. He said, listen, it's kept in the law.
Yes, sir.
Man continue to do what you want to do. You can't do what you want to do when it comes to this word. You either in or you out.
Go ahead.
You can't have no foul. You can't have no foul with this book. You can't have no love or foul with this book. You got to be married. Y'all have betrothed you. He calling you into his inner courts. He calls you into his inner courts for marriage. That's why he calls us the bride.
Okay.
Each and every individual.
Yes,
Yes, it is.
yes.
He doesn't see a man. Listen. He doesn't see a man as a man and a female as a female. He calls the male and the female his bride.
Yes.
Because the spirit has no gender at all. Listen to the book.
Hallelujah.
The Bible says in verse 6. And see, I told y'all before how I found out that this thing talking about why did I let you go from serving me? I told y'all one day, I told the story yesterday. I said one day when y'all had called me into the chamber, that old thing came for me now. It came for me.
Yes, it did.
And I said, well, I tell you what, because I hadn't got a little power. You know how people say I hadn't changed. I hadn't changed a little bit. I hadn't been walking in a little bit into that. You think you all that. I sure do when I got my foot on the neck or what had his foot on my neck. I sure do that I'm walking in a little power and I'm a little all that. That's what I came to be. I'm climbing out the dung pile. You want to tell me I shouldn't feel a certain way about what my father has instilled and what my father is teaching me?
Go ahead.
So I began to tell that thing. I said, listen, I'll tell you what you do. You go to the liquor store, okay? Flesh.
Go ahead.
Ego. You go to the liquor store. You go by any hole you want with whatever you want to go get. And you bring it back to it. Because I ain't got no money for it. I ain't driving to go get it either. Now when you come back, I'm gonna leave the door unlocked.
Amen.
So you just come on right on in.
Come on in.
And when you come on in, you make sure you pop that bottle and you pour me up a whole glass and you put it to my lips. I promise you I'll swallow. You put something to my mouth, I promise you I'll inhale. As I sat there and I sat there, I told y'all, we may do it for a night, but joy comes in the morning.
Amen.
As I sat there, the sun began to rise. The sun began to come up.
Hallelujah.
And nothing came through the door with anything. See, it took me. There's nothing that exists outside of me that is applying pressure or after me. I'm after me. My flesh, the fugitive, is after me.
Yes.
I teach people this all the time. Y'all been talking about the devil? They're the only evil in this world. It exists because of man. If the whole world lived under the covering of just the 10 Commandments, tell me what the devil would exist in. If the whole world lived according to just the 10 Commandments, what would your devil exist in? See, this Bible take a little more than just read. It takes a little research. It takes some years. It takes some years under the tutelage and under the scholarship of the one who is written by. So you can't get everything from parsing and studying. You can't get everything from taking it back to the Hebrew. Some things come only because you give him your availability. And through your availability, he begins to enhance your abilities in his word. He begins to teach you how to go in and how to come out of such a great people as you are. Listen to this book. It says, why have we done this thing leaving? You had no choice but to let me go. And he made ready his chariots, and he took his people with him. And he took 600 chosen chariots and all the chariots of Mizraim and captains over every one of them. And Yah hardened the hearts of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and he pursued after the children of Israel. And the children of Israel went out with a high hand. It will pursue you. That thing, listen to me. That thing, whatever your thing is, it will pursue you. See, that thing keep me honest. See, I remember Shaul said there was a thing that kept him honest. Shaul said that, look, I went to Yah 3 times. So I went to Yah 3 times. And he said, the 3 times I went with him, he told me, say, the last time I went to him, he told me, my grace is sufficient.
Hallelujah.
My word is sufficient. Get in my word. Abide in my word. My word is sufficient. Begin not only to read my word, but be a doer of my word. That's how you come up out of deception. That's how you cannot be deceived when you begin to do the work. When you begin to do the will of the Father. I see people trying to go to people, and now in no shape to go to people with this word. They're not in any shape to go to people with this word because they themselves are struggling. I come to tell you today, be made whole. Yah will make you whole. He will train you. He will build you. Yes, when he calls you, he's not going to check your bank account. He's not going to check your social status. He's not going to check whether you live in a penthouse or whether you're in a rooming house. But you must be healed and you must be made whole. And you must have power and authority over your infirmities. Shaul had a power and authority over his infirmity. She said, this thing is buffeted me. This thing, he said, look, I'm going to leave this thing here to buffet you. This thing going to keep you honest. Because this thing ain't going to show you where you come from. Do you want to go back there?
No.
See, these people in this book that's representing something that's inside of us, it began to cry out to what was familiar. Sometimes we want to go back to what's familiar because we are afraid of what's unfamiliar. But I come to let you know this morning that your blessing is on the other side of what you feel. It is on the other side of what you may seem and deem to be unfamiliar. But as long as you are walking according to Scripture, Torah, these first 5 books, I promise you, I know the thoughts that I have for you. They are good. They're not evil. Y'all say, listen, if this thing be of y'all, nothing. Nothing. He said, look at this counsel. If this thing be of men, it should come tonight. But if it be of y'all, nothing can overthrow it. So people may listen to my prayer and think I'm a little cocky, but I say, y'all, let your judgment start in this house first. Let your judgment start with me. Let your chastisement start with me, because I don't want to go before your people, Abba Yah, and I am not in your will. Deal with me, Abba Yahweh. People don't even understand. When I first came into this building, I didn't come into this building to build a church. I didn't come into this building for people. I needed all this room for me. I needed all this room for me to praise and to worship. I needed all this room for me to fast. I wasn't trying to build a church. But people say, why don't you open the doors? I used to be in with the doors closed. People beating on the door and looking across the curtain. Is this church enough? No, this ain't church. This is what I do. Because when y'all in the world, y'all go all out. The party, your clothes, your drinking, your friends. So when I came in the yard, I said, I'm finna go all out. I'm finna make the best investment that I can make. I'm gonna make it in my Heavenly Father. So don't be confused about the numbers. Because I never came here to build a church. I never set out to build a ministry. I needed this from the Egypt that I was leaving. Because it was pursuing me. And I had not yet come through my Red Sea. Let's not get it twisted. I just want to make that plain. I want to make that plain because I'm not trying to be nothing. I wasn't trying to be a moray pastor, apostle, or nothing. Many people are trying to be. Many people want to be.
All right, brother, all right.
But when I read that verse, it says, many are called, but few, a minority are chosen. I said, let me back up from this thing here. And let me see, let him do the calling. Let him do the calling. Let him do the choosing. I just set myself to stay. I just set myself to the scholarship of his word and the scholarship of the Hebrew and the Koine Greek and the Aramaic. Just set yourself to that study. And y'all do the choosing. Y'all say I was set a king. I set a king over you. Listen to the book. Listen to the book. You must understand that this Torah, these first 5 books, is what Yah has set over us to be king on earth. This book, these first 5 books have rulership. These first 5 books, they have rulership. These first 5 books, they sit on the throne in the Shamayim. Listen, the Shamayim, listen, the heavens in that day. Let me tell you something about the heavens. The heavens is either going to testify for you or witness against you. The universe is either going to testify for you or witness against you. The universe is the books that shall be opened. Our minds are feeble and carnal. Listen to the book. But the Egyptians pursued after them all the horses and chariots of Pharaoh and his horsemen and his army, and overtook them and camped by the sea beside Fihah Heroth, before Baal Zephon. And when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes, and behold, there was that thing. There go that thing. It marched after them, and they were so afraid. And the children of Israel cried out unto who? Cried out unto Yah. And watch what the children do next. And they said unto Moshe, because there were no graves in Egypt, hast thou taken us away to die in the wilderness. Wherefore hast thou dealt thus with us, to carry us forth out of misery, Egypt, out of bondage. Listen to me. I know some of you want to return to bondage. I know you want to return to certain things because there are some uncertainties that you're facing in your life. But I come to promise you, you can't see yourself a year from now. But I promise you, if you hold the course, if you hold the path, I promise you that Yahweh will see you through. I promise you. If you hold the course. I know right now things ain't going your way. I know right now you struggling. I know right now it's this. I know right now your friends ain't right. I know right now don't nobody want to hear what you got to say. But I promise you this this day, you got to be able to see farther than today. You got to be able to see farther than your circumstance. Never let your situation determine your decision making. Never let your situation determine your decision making. Because I get in a tight spot, I still operate in Yah. Folk come against, I still operate in Yah. Because that's my strength. The minute I step out of me, y'all don't got to fight no more. Then I begin to fight. I'm going to jail. I let y'all fight. Yes. I stay free.
That's right. Come on. Yes.
Why would you fight somebody who do not have the understanding, understanding or knowledge or wisdom that you have? Why would you fight someone that don't have nothing to lose? They don't even know who they are yet. They don't even know their purpose. What I'm fighting for? Because you standing here cussing me out, use profanity. Because you said something about my mama. All right, we call it a dozen. But you know what? You got that. Because I ain't giving you my ilm. And I made peace with you. You understand me? I made peace with you. Now, if they can keep proceeding, then there's other things that you can do. You still don't have to fight. We got to walk in some power, people. We got to walk in some type of authority. People not walking and they're allowing people to reduce them to flesh. See, listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. You can't try my spirit. You can't try my spirit, man. You only trying my flesh. So now either my spirit has power and authority, or either my flesh has power and authority. Now y'all be the judge of who you serve, because I know who I serve. The Bible says, get along with all men when possible. When possible. Do all that you can do. Do all that you can do. Listen to this. The struggle for freedom begins, but will you fight for what has been given? You have been given your freedom. It's just a struggle to keep it, to not go back into bondage. See, these people have been granted freedom. You understand me? We've been granted freedom, but they didn't want to fight for it. What has been given to you has come to overcome you, it will try to overcome you again by what has formerly oppressed you. So when they see this thing in pursuit of them, they see this thing in pursuit of them. And what that would be like, let me break it down to today. You might have friends that are doing all kinds of things in the world, and they may look successful. They may look successful in the world. And it begins to bother you because you're in a tight spot. You need this, you need that. You ain't got this, you ain't got that. You know, I got people that I know that they won't do nothing for you, but they'll give you something that'll give you 100 years in the penitentiary.
Yes, they're real. Showed up.
They'll give you something that'll put you back out on the street.
Amen.
What they call hustling.
Wow.
No, you see, listen, that thing is always in pursuit
Yes.
because from whence I came. But from whence I came, that's where I got my power from. That's where I got my authority. Because I began to see something. Listen to me. That thing that's in pursuit of me, it needs me. I don't need it.
Yeah.
It needs me. I don't need it. That's why I left it. That's why I left it. I don't need you.
Yeah.
I don't need you, ABC Lucas.
Amen.
I don't need you. Listen, I don't need you cocaine. I don't need you fornication.
Amen.
I don't need you adultery.
Amen.
I don't need you lying. I don't need you, you thief. I don't need you thief. What you slithering up on me for? You serpent. What you slithering up on me for? Coming right on up here in my pen, man. What you coming up here with this ideal for? That's the serpent.
Yes, the devil.
That serpent come out of nowhere.
Yes, sir. What you
You be sitting there minding your own business. You be like, what in the what did that thought just come from? Where it came from? That's the true serpent.
All right.
I don't know what they've been taught y'all in the Bible. The serpent came up and I guess y'all think a serpent snake stood up and he talked to Eve. That's not what the serpent was. The serpent is thought. And the serpent is thought outside of our Creator. Because what it does, it begins to form you and get you to conform to this world. But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. So the thought comes to conform you to it through what? Through the image. That's why y'all say, look, tear down the image. Tear down the altar. Because anything you serve, you got an altar built before it. Because you serve it. And whom you obey is who you serve. That's your master. That's right. Huh? That's your master.
Yes, sir.
That's your Lord. Baal. That's what Baal means. Yes. Lord. Listen to the book. Verse 11. Let me see. Verse 11 here. The Bible says, listen to this. Verse 12, I mean. Is not this the word that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, let us alone? You know how many people out here in the world, homeless, on drugs, and the first thing they tell you, if you come with Jesus, if you come with Yeshua, if you come with Allah, if you come with Buddha, they'll say, leave me alone. Because I cannot undergo what it would take for me to kick this habit. So leave me to what it is that has me in bondage. And I tell them, look, the same thing got you in bondage, it pursuing me. But I told you, because I'm married to y'all, I can't turn the trick with you, you thief. I can't sleep with you, you harlot. I can't have no dealings with you. I can't fornicate with you. I can't commit adultery with you. You cut off. So you can say, that's why Yeshua told Keith, keep behind me. Get behind me, you evil one. Get behind me. See, he was talking to the thought. He was talking to the thought that had crept up on Kiefer, who y'all call people. That's what he was talking to. Like, man, if you don't get, you know how you tell people how somebody come tell you something, you don't get you, if you don't get away from me, I know something. Ain't nobody thinking about that.
That's right.
You know what he told me? He said, man, you don't get around me with that foolishness. I don't understand. Look here. You know what? What we do? We celebrate. Listen. See, Sister Jeremy already know. Listen, we celebrate everybody else's culture. St. Patrick's Day. The Greeks, there's the Greeks, right? The St. Patrick's Day. Or whoever it is. Irish. They Greeks. They really Greeks. The Europeans, Greeks, all of them. They just branched out. Just like us, dispersed all over this dysphoria. We celebrate everybody else stuff. Except for ours. If you don't understand that you are the people of the book, if you don't understand that, if you still talk about, those Israelites, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, if you still looking at them people as not your kinsmen, as not as your kinsmen, you still reading this book as a third person, you're doing yourself a disservice. Because these are your ancestors. These are your ancestors. These are your, I'm going to tell y'all who ain't your ancestor. Benjamin Franklin ain't your ancestor. George Washington ain't your ancestor. Jimmy Carter was cool, but Jimmy Carter ain't my ancestor.
Amen.
So we got something coming up right now called Pesach. Passover. Yes. And it is the next new moon. Because we deal with moons. See, the moon controls months. The sun controls days. The sun tells you when one day ushers in and one day ushers out. The moon tells you when 1 month ushers in and when another month. Remember the Indians used to say many moons ago? That's because they were connected. So we coming up on what we call Pesach, which is first before Pesach. We coming up on a bill. It's in the book too. He said, look, this shall be, a bill shall be the first of your months. See, we got a new year coming up. Not the new year of America, not the new year of mankind. See, you got to get on the biblical time. The biblical time has a calendar too. Y'all know the calendar that y'all got, the Gregorian calendar, that was the Julian calendar before it was the Gregorian. See, they change it when they want to change it. But this never changes. This never changes. He's the same today, yesterday, as he is today. So when Pesach comes, you're going to run and serve a man-made day called Easter.
Come on. Say it, brother.
Then they're going to have y'all doing something called Watch Night. Well, you know what the real Watch Night is? The real Watch Night, you can find it right here where I am in Exodus.
Amen.
Yahweh had them to eat unleavened bread. He had to have them to eat with their sandals, their loins girded, and they had to be ready to move in haste to come out of bondage. See, when you're coming out of bondage, you got to be ready to move in haste. You might have to leave all your clothes. You might have to leave your house. You might have to leave your car. But you got to be ready to move in haste. Some people have died because they went back and get some stuff. Never made it out. Because their oppressor was a man. When I say listen to the book, I mean listen to the book. Don't listen to me. Listen to the book. 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 Y'all is he something else. He's something else. Right here in Exodus 12. Go there. Go to Exodus 12 right quick. Like Exodus 12:1. And Yahweh spoke unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. Okay. It shall be the first month of the year to you. Now, you want to follow what man doing? You do that. I keep both of them. But if you in the book, why not do what the book says? I follow the book. I don't follow man. If that makes a person mad, then hey, if I'm teaching, I should be teaching something you don't know. If I'm a teacher, that's right. What teacher you know teach you what you know. That's right. Huh? What's the point of going to school? So I teach what you don't know. Yeah. That people don't understand. Especially people that's crossing over from Christianity are in Christianity. Look, yeah, I'm teaching what you ain't never heard. Yes, sir. Yeah. Because I'm a teacher. I'm a moral so yeah, I'm teaching you what you don't know. When you used to go to class, when you went to class every day, you got taught something that you what? Didn't know. So I don't know why you think I'm any different. Why you think my wife is different? I'm teaching you something you did not know. Something that you really don't understand. Something you thought you knew. Listen to the book and find our way on out of this here thing. Well, I'm at verse 12. Yes. All right. Is not this the word that we did tell you in Egypt, saying, let us alone, that we may serve, that we may serve, it's just that we may serve the thing that's got us in bondage. I'm so glad I'm free. I thank you for your liberty to serve you, Abba Yah. See, listen, Yah don't set you free. No. That's a mistranslation. Yah made you free. He made you free to serve him. He told Pharaoh, let my people go that they may serve me. He didn't say let my people go that they may be free. He said, set my people free. He said, let them go that they may serve me. Because I got a purpose. Y'all got a purpose for you. Listen to the book. Listen to the book. For it has been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wild, in the wilderness. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still and see the salvation of Yah. Now watch this. If you find a way to obey Yah, listen, at your lowest or highest point in life, Yah will fight for you. If you turn back, then you will be overcome to what once oppressed you. If you turn back, you'll go back underneath that same oppression. Listen to the book. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. Y'all got to see this here, right? Y'all got to see this here. He says, see, and they got it in your Bible, capital L, capital O, capital R, capital D, whatever that means. Whatever that means. Yeah. And sometimes I joke with people, right? And this is the joke that I joke people. I say, so, since you believe in the devil, right? The devil's the devil. And I let people have what they understand is. So you believe when the devil read this, he care whether it's a capital L, a capital O, or a capital R, or a capital D. Listen, y'all devil don't care if it's a lowercase L. He don't care if it's a lowercase R, a capital. See, the stuff I'm trying to show y'all, the stuff that y'all mind, you got to be unlearning this stuff that they done taught y'all. This stuff they done taught y'all. Yeah, that capital L, capital O-R-D means something to you. But if you fighting demons and you fighting all, that stuff don't mean nothing to no demon if that's what you believe in. If you believe in demons and devils and imps and all that stuff, then that's cool. That's cool. Me, I'm on another plane of existence. It's nothing but energy. It's nothing. The only thing that exists is the evil that man produces. That's all. Man killing man. Man raping man. You understand? Man stealing from man. That's all you got going on. That's why you got the 10 Commandments to show you how to diffuse that thought. When you operate in the 10 Commandments, you don't operate under the assumption of it's all this stuff out here and all this stuff against you. I tell people all the time, why would our Creator need something to be an opposite to Him? Y'all don't need nothing to be no opposite to Him. Y'all say I create the good and the evil. He said I create the good and the evil. He said, look, I kill. I make a lie. That's what the book say now. That's what the book, I'm telling you what the book say, not nothing I made up. So if that be your belief, I don't bother people. I'm talking about, but if you're dealing with this book, then we gotta deal with the book. Listen to the book. Listen to the book. Verse 14. Now, verse 13. And Moshe said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still and see the salvation of God, which he will show to you today. For the Egyptians whom you have seen today, you shall see them again no more tomorrow. No more tomorrow. You're going to have some thoughts. You're going to need some thought in this. You're going to definitely need some thought into what it is that you see tomorrow. This is where you need power. You need power. You know what I'm saying? You need power. And it's amazing how when the power of Yahweh is something inside of people, they want to stay in their bondage. They want to stay in bondage. They want to stay in a belief system. I never want to be in a belief system. I want to be in the truth. And a belief system has nothing to do with truth. It's plenty of people that's in a belief system where they believe in a lie. Husband got 2, 3 women. You believe in a lie. You only one. Yeah. But you in the system. You under the assumption that it's true. Just because you believe it's true, don't make it true. If you can't take this book verbatim, and I'm going back and forth with the spirit, and I'm going back and forth, I'm going back in spirit, I'm coming back to your carnality with this book. Yeah. Hey, that's why when people come, I'll be like, you know what you are? I'll be, only thing I don't do is because of my wife. Because of my wife, spirit of my wife there. But I will go to people, you know who you are? Do you know Yahweh? You know Yahweh? Because ain't finna be that other name here. I just want to make it plain. Because I don't want people to waste their time. So people, they waste their time. They waste their time. Because, listen, understand this here, Hebrews. Understand this. This country is built on Jesus.
Yes, it is. Joe, no.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's do something else.
Amen.
China is built on Buddha.
Come on.
What's the Arabs? What it is?
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia. It's built on Allah. So you gotta understand your textual foundation where you are when you come to truth, when you come into the truth. This place is built. So why y'all get mad? Why y'all talking about, oh, they dumb, oh, they stupid? They unlearned. But if you lead by example, with love, and like the word, the truth, if they keep coming, I promise you, the truth will pierce. It'll pierce their mind. Give them something to think about. Give them something to think about. Listen to the book. The Bible says, and Yahweh shall fight for you, and you shall hold your peace. And Yahweh said unto Moshe, wherefore criest thou unto me? Speak unto the children of Israel that they may go forward. See, Moshe had got caught up. And what Moshe is an example of is flesh. Moshe is in the flesh right now. Stand still. And y'all come and say, look, why you telling them to stand still? Move forward. Keep moving. Keep going. Don't listen. Stand still for what? What's for you is in front of you. And you can't get it standing still.
That's right.
You can't get it being stagnant. You got to move. The reason why that thing that's behind most people catch up with them, because they stand still. They don't keep moving. They don't keep progressing. Listen, I don't know this book. Let me be clear. I don't know this book. You understand me? I do not know the ins and the outs of this book. I don't care what nobody says. First of all, for one, Yahweh is not a book, and neither can he be contained in one. Neither can he be contained in one. He is not a book. So when I say I don't know this book, I don't know everything about Yah. It's a smidge. It's a smidge of what I know about Yah.
Yes, sir.
So, no, let's not get it. Because I'm gonna stay grounded. I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm not getting, I ain't getting haughty or high-minded. Listen to the book. Listen to the book. Verse 15. Fulfill the word of Yah, and you too will walk on dry ground. Meaning your footsteps will become ordered. Listen to the book. And Yahweh said unto Moses, wherefore criest thou to me, speaking to the children of Israel, and say unto them that you need to go forward. But lift thou up thy rod, and stretch it out over thy hand over the sea, and divide it, and the children of Israel shall go on dry ground through the midst of it. Now what you got to understand is, don't look for a sea. Don't look for anything outside you. Listen, this right here, this land, Yahweh had to come inside me and divide. He had, once I began to lift up the rod represents the word. Once I began to lift up the word to the highest part, I began to lift up the truth, the word to my mind, then it began to divide the Red Sea. And then I began to walk by the footsteps that's ordered. I began to walk on dry ground. I was no longer in murky water where I couldn't see my feet. I began to tread and walk in my purpose. I began to walk in my created purpose is what I call it. Everybody got a created purpose. I began to walk in my created purpose because y'all had to come in and you had to teach me how to divide the Red Sea. Now, if y'all want to go back and say, well, I don't know how he did that, because I'm living it.
Yes, sir.
I'm a living testimony. The Red Sea, if you go back to that country, you go back to that land, the Red Sea can't cry out for me. But why they pray? I ain't letting no rocks cry out for me. I ain't gonna let no place over there across the world cry out for me. Y'all came inside me and showed me how to part and how to divide the Red Sea in me, how to divide the spirit from the flesh. A lot of people don't know how to divide the spirit from the flesh. I told y'all, he cussing me out, man, I ain't gonna, bro, there's a division. I'm on the other side. I'm on this side. Yes, I'm on this side of the Red Sea. You on this side of the Red Sea. You on this side of the Red Sea.
No, it's coming in 2-3 minutes.
Yes. Thank you for your presence.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Love you.
All right. Yes. Listen, we gotta find a way to obey y'all. You got to find a way to obey y'all. It's a lot of people stuck in their mess. And I don't want you to have no false sense of security. Man, I went through some things. I went through some real tough things, some real tough areas in my life to be able to stand here before you today. I did not just jump up in this pulpit. This is a lifetime work that I didn't even know, I wasn't informed of, and I did not even understand it. But here I am to stand before you today to tell you that I wasn't supposed to do this. But because it was accomplished in me, then I know anybody could do it, because I was one of the weakest men on the earth. I serve my flesh in so many ways till it's pathetic. Flesh said go, I wait. Flesh said come, I come. Flesh said jump, I jump. Flesh said bark, I bark. Just to let you know. Listen, fulfill the word of God, and you will walk on dry ground, meaning your footsteps are ordered. Verse 16, you must pass through the sea of the nations. Because I had learned this stuff through my dad and through my uncles, through my aunts. I had learned stuff. And the nations were residing in me. The nations were residing in me. Because of what I had learned through my eye gates and my ear gates. Yes, and because I went through the sea of the nations, the things that are not of Yah, that I had learned, these things, they were residing in my mind. They had built the altar in my mind, and I was serving these things. They weren't serving me. They running behind, they still behind me now. I'm like, man, what you want? You finna serve me? Because I ain't finna serve you.
Tell the truth.
I ain't finna serve you. So what you finna serve me? They don't have an ability to serve me. The only that can serve me is Yah. A lot of y'all forget that Yah is also a servant.
Thank you.
That's why I'm a servant. Because my heavenly Father is not only the creator, he's also a servant.
Yes, he is.
Listen to the book. Oh, glory, listen to the book. Listen to the book. The Bible says 17, and I behold, I will harden the hearts of the Egyptians, and they shall follow them, and I will get me honor upon Pharaoh. Let me bring it here. Let me bring it to a close. Let me speed it up. Well, Yahweh hardens the heart of a thing. Of a thing. To make your calling sure. To make your calling sure. That's why so many men and women struggle here and struggle out there, because Yahweh has to ordain it. Since they don't believe. Turn in your Bibles to Isaiah. Let me show you. I'm going to show you the ordination. Isaiah, let's see. Isaiah 54. Let's see. Isaiah 54 and verse 16. 54 and verse 16. Don't let that thing steal your joy. Be happy. Be happy in your newfound life, your newfound freedom, your newfound job, your newfound marriage. Find your way to be happy. Find your way to be happy. 54 and verse 16. Listen to the book. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waste to destroy. Then it says, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. But it didn't say that the weapon couldn't wound you now.
That's right. Come on.
Because we are wounded. Many are the afflictions of the righteous. Many are the afflictions of the righteous. But I have never seen begging for bread. Listen to the book. No weapon that is formed against you shall prosper. And every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of Yah, and their righteousness is of me, saith Yah. Then you got, it's ordination all through this book. if we go to what is it? Is it Exodus or Deuteronomy 30 and 19? It said, I charge the Shema, I charge heaven and earth this day against you. You got another ordination over in the book of Bereshit, Genesis. It's ordinations all in this book. And these things are set up to make your calling sure. Come on, let's go back. Let us go back, close out. I'm not going to be able to finish, but it's okay. I know it was kind of lengthy for a Sunday. But when y'all gave me this, when y'all gave me this, as always, I was contemplating, y'all, you really want me to come forward today? And bam, he just dropped it on me. So I want you to deal with it through the Spirit. I want you to deal with this in them. Show them that this is a part of my salvation plan. What I've been giving y'all today is a part of the salvation plan. Because this is what they had to go through to get to the Feast of Weeks, Shavuot. This is what they had to get to when they went to the foot of the mountain. He called them to the foot of the mountain and y'all read the commandments, his laws and his statutes under them. That's what we have, that's what they call Pentecost in Christianity. That's 50 days after the end of unleavened bread, we on the journey, we on the Hajj to get the Torah. Yes. This is part of the salvation plan. It's a cleansing. We're going through a cleansing of things that we have picked up, that they had picked up. We have to be clean. Our minds have to be degalvanized. And don't nobody want to do it. Listen, y'all don't let these Europeans tell y'all that Africans practice voodoo and witchcraft. Y'all will celebrate everything but your own culture. Yeah. Everything with their own culture. Everything with their own culture. Y'all, they got Baphomet temples, wicked temples in America. But y'all won't let them tell y'all that the Africans are savages. And they civilized. Have it y'all way. Have it y'all way. Have it y'all way. With your Christmas. Do your background check on Christmas? Do your background check on Valentine's Day? Do your background check on Halloween? Do your background check on Thanksgiving, on all the bloody, gory days that they celebrate? Where it was blood involved in the killing of people. Go back and look at all their peace treaties that they signed and broke with the indigenous people that was in this land. What you call the New World. People was already here. Yes, they were. That's where y'all get y'all Louisiana Purchase from. But I ain't gonna go off on that tangent. Let me stay where I am. Listen. So Yahweh increases this thing to make your calling sure. And I'm glad that Yahweh increased this thing to make my calling sure, because I know whose I am now. And I know who I serve. And there's a spirit of conviction that walks before me. Not behind me. Give it to you in a minute. See, most people's spirit of conviction walk behind them. They do the thing first. I can't even do the thing. Because my spirit of conviction in front of me and in the spirit, I see him looking back like, no.
That's right.
I tell my wife, I said, I can't do nothing. Not that if I want, I said, but man, that thing will have me up all night sweating, and I mean, like I done murdered somebody. I tell you, man, the power and the reverence. We got to have a reverence back for y'all. Yes. Listen to the book. Go to verse 26. And Yahweh said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand over the sea, that the waters may come again upon the Egyptians, upon their chariots and upon the horsemen. And Moses stretched forth his hand over the sea, and the sea returned. I want to go here and listen. Verse 21. And Moshe stretched out his hand over the sea, and Yahweh caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all that night, and made the sea dry, and the waters were divided. This happening to me. Y'all dried up. Y'all dried up the sea. He dried up the sea in me. He dried the sea, and it would represent the nations. He dried up what I had learned, all those parties I had been to. I know what true ballers are. They was back in the 70s. In the 70s. True ballers. The stuff y'all got going on now, they were true ballers. Want to be gentlemen. They dressed and they talked and they had when they used their vocabulary, they used a little slang, a little pig, but they were the true essence of what y'all would call balling, what y'all trying to do today, lost art. But I learned so much being in that sea, and y'all had to dry that stuff up in me. And even though he dried it up in me, there's something that if I'm not careful, it is always in pursuit. But I will not serve what's in pursuit. What's in pursuit has to serve me. And what I'm giving y'all today, I'm making what pursues me. I'm making it serve me today because I'm giving it to y'all in the word. I'm giving it to you in testimony. When you take that thing that pursues you, you begin to testify. You're making it serve you now. Because now you're relating to people. Now you're giving people a strength and an encouragement that they did not know that they had. Or they did not know a power that they did not know existed. Because people think they're powerless. Come on, let's go back to verse 27. Verse 28. 27. Moses stretched forth his hand over the sea, and the sea returned to his strength when the morning appeared, and the Egyptians fled against it. And Yah overthrew the Egyptians in the midst of the sea. And the waters returned and covered the chariots and the horsemen and all the host of Pharaoh that came into the sea after them. There remained no so much as one of them. But the children of Israel walked upon dry land in the midst of the sea, and the waters were a wall unto them on their right hand and on their left hand. Yes, Yah. Do it, Yah. Thus Yah saved Israel that day out of the hand of the Egyptians. Yah will save you. He is your Savior. And Israel saw the Egyptians dead upon the seashore. And Israel saw that great work which Yah did upon the Egyptians. And the people feared Yah and believed Yah and his servant Moshe. Obedience to the word will begin to trump disobedience. Unmingling the spirit and the flesh, for the two are like water and oil. They can never truly mix. The spirit and the flesh can never truly mix, people. You're going to have to serve one. Choose this day who you will serve. If you're going to serve Baal, some call Baal, then serve Baal. But if you're going to serve Yah, serve Yah. But you cannot serve two masters. Because you will hate one, and you will love the other. So I leave y'all with this young. Choose the day whom you will serve. Go back to Exodus 20, Deuteronomy 5, and rededicate your life to Yah. Rededicate your life to Yah through something that's real. And the commandments are real. The 10 commandments are real. Do your rededication to life through the commandment. Start walking out that. Oh my goodness. The first 4 commandments teach you how to serve Yah. The next 6 teach you how to love your neighbor, treat your neighbor. Yes. Salvation plan, people. Salvation plan. It's in the Torah. We want to thank you for lending Yah your eyes and your ears and patronizing with myself, my wife, and True Storehouse and Soul Seed Ministries Outreach. If it be of Yah, nothing can overthrow it unless it happens first. You will be found to fight against Yah, to dismiss from each other, but never from the presence of Yah. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem.